Hello everyone, my name is SiC. Welcome back to Factorio. Now this time I'm really going to try to keep this video short and sweet, but unfortunately the last two were quite long. I didn't intend to do that, but yeah, I'm really into this by now and there's so many things to do and I'm so close to doing all of them, you know. Oh, let's jump out here. We have a problem with the plastic, we need to fix it. I forgot all about it. Anyway. Yeah, I put in repair stations at all the walls. So we have this set up basically at every location. So this is repairs input number 5. We have number 1 over here. We have number 2 over here. I had to have a separate one because I didn't want robots to fly all the way from here to over here to repair stuff. That was just a no-go. We have repairs input number 4 over here. So we have roboports all along the wall, and then finally, of course, we are at the north wall and we have roboports here as well. So when you look at the map and turn on the logistic networks, you can see we have separate robot logistic networks all over the place. And we need to keep it like that, for sure. Anyway, yeah, I need to fix up this particular problem that we're having. How are we looking on fuel? That is really pitiful. That is why. Why is that? That is because this is not going anywhere? Really? Are we not producing anything because this is... Huh. That is weird. It's not... Oh, it's not getting enough crude oil. That is a problem. Oh, yeah. That is something we need to fix. We need to expand and get another oil outpost up and running. Oh, and I see a problem here as well. I forgot one pipe over here. For shame. And we'll have a little look at this. This turret just got destroyed. But right there, we have a little robot. Comes flying on in. Just puts it back in place, you know. And that's nice. It's being filled up back with ammo. And just like that, we don't have anything to worry about anymore because we have plenty of turrets in stock. We have 300 turrets over here. Yeah. And every time one gets replaced, the train comes back, you know, automatically refills some of them, and we're out of trouble. So nice. Well, I set up a little outpost, but this is not helping much. We only have a few pump jacks. They don't produce a lot. And yeah, look at how slow this fills up. It's very, very pitiful. But it's a little bit more than we had before. So I don't, well, yeah, it's not going to be enough. Look at my robot swarm though. I wanted them to make concrete floors, but look at that stuff just flying back and forth from this one point, these two chests. Actually, this one chest. The other chest is not being touched at all because this is the closest point. So these robots just come in, grab whatever they want, or however much they can carry, and then fly back out here and start placing my floor. Oh, that is so cool to see. But, yeah, this is definitely a problem. And also, we need to start looking at some other problems. Like this thing, yeah, it's going to go in the right direction, but after this, it's going to go for the refuel, but they sometimes travel too far in whatever direction. Like, it's just not good. So every once in a while, I think we just need to see if we can make any shortcuts for these trains, because that is very, very necessary. And look at how many trains are passing by. We started with only 2 on this long track, and now we have several stations. Yeah, it's kind of nuts. One entity destroyed. Again, this turret, it's all the time, it's that particular turret. Oh man. Alright, I see that we are running out of some of these materials as well. It's kind of pitiful. Yeah, resources are most definitely a problem. Look at that though. My robots are refilling my inventory with all the stuff that I'm requesting. That is so cool. I never get tired of it. Anyway, I think it's about time that now we start working on our purple science. For that we need rails, electronic furnaces and productivity modules. Electricity, or what is that? That's not electricity module, that is productivity modules we are making, of course, but I don't think we're making enough. So we should continue this line here and start making a dedicated manufactory just for these, so that we can use those for our science. So I'm just going to continue this line like this, and yeah, it's nothing special, it's very basic, but it's going to be okay. Alright, well, that is all set up, so I am clearing some space for the next thing, which is going to be electric smelters. So for that we need several things, which we also have nearby, so that is why I'm clearing this space here by robot. So of course later on we are going to need this wood to automate the production of small electrical poles. Yeah, that's the thing I'm looking for. Anyway, we're going to start making a block here. Let's see, we have a block of 5 starting here, so we'll just continue down in that line. I don't know, I like to space these out a little bit, or line these up with all of the other blocks, because when you look at this, well, there's a few things that don't align as nicely, but overall it's pretty orderly as far as spaghetti factories go. It's not too bad. Alright, so we need steel plates, advanced circuits, and stone bricks. We don't have a lot of steel, and that is definitely an issue. And that is another thing that we are going to have to fix later on. Anyway, we're going to have a double input down the center. We're going to have an input on the outside, and then we're going to have an output. Electric smelters are done. It's a little bit tricky because, yeah, our steel production is not quite enough. I split it off from here. Since we have plenty of iron plates, but the production itself is just weak. So we could probably go ahead and double this once again. Kind of crazy. Also, what's kind of crazy is that this belt now only has ore coming on the one side, and this one is now empty. Yeah, we are in trouble here. We need to add a new source of coal. Also, all of this could be upgraded into better belts. And why that hasn't been done yet, I don't know. I'm forgetful. Some of these parts of the factory also are not a huge priority, I guess. But yeah, let's go ahead and have the robots upgrade those, and then later we'll double, well, actually, you know what? We can go ahead and copy this once again. Maybe do it slightly differently. Do it like so. Paste that there. Robots are going to take care of that on the background, and then we'll have another source of this steel. But then what is left here? What else did we need? We needed rails. Rails are not that difficult to produce, however, we also need steel for that, as well as iron sticks and stone. Stone we have in abundance. Sticks are being made over here and also are not being used to their maximum efficiency. So we can go ahead and make a production area for that down here as well. And I guess with this one, 10 will do. Yeah, I would think so. Rails are now up and running once again, but yeah, we need to fix our steel input. That is just pitiful. I did figure I should build a separate manufactory for iron sticks down here, because we only have the 5 production thingies up here, and I don't think it's going to be enough for the long run. So I figured I would just borrow that iron up here and just make a new one, so that it has its own dedicated support system. Now with that we should have all 3 things required for production science, and now we need to start producing it. So where are we going to do that? We are going to do that somewhere in here, I guess. We can follow a line of smelters, production thingies. We'll do it here, in the line of this one, I guess. We'll leave some space for for whatever else is needed. We can go in between here with other stuff. But this one is going to be purple science. So we are going to need some extra inputs. We'll have a belt or two down the center. One output in the center. We need two up here. Oh. And then we need a row down here. Now we need to do a bit of preparation in our science labs here, because of course we are putting all of these bottles in from this side and they're being passed along. But we cannot put anything more in from this side, so we need to put them in from this side, and then they have to pass along over here. And we don't want an endless conga line of science bottles being passed back and forth, so I'm putting filters on these inserters so that the inserters that go from right to left only grab automation, right, well, red, green, black and blue. And then we'll have these other things go in the other direction, right? And maybe we'll have to improvise a little bit here because we kind of screwed ourselves in some directions, but that is okay. Yeah, like that. I guess we'll have to get rid of some lamps, sadly. We'll get rid of those lamps as well. Right, and here we know we have a few things that we are going to input over there. We'll have purple and we'll have yellow. Later on we'll have space science as well. But we'll copy this and paste that into all of these inserter arms. And that should make sure that we don't get any problems. Now all we need to do is we need to plug in our purple science. Alright, well purple science is now hooked up. And we have another input over here that we can use. Let's see. Alright, no problem. So what is left to do is we need to start up some research, right? What do we want to research? We can research all the purple stuff. There are some useful ones in here, for sure. Braking force for trains could be nice, but is there anything that leads to, like, steel plate productivity? That is really good, but it requires so much science. But basically we get 10% more steel plates, and that is well worth it. So I'm going to start researching that, and then we're going to start improving our steel production. But that's going to be another episode. I'll do this off screen. What on earth is happening here? Holy crap. Oh, right, yeah, we don't have enough coal anymore. That is another problem to be solved. Look at that, that is some congestion right here. That is not good. We only have 2 coal outposts and nobody seems to be going to this one, because I guess this one is the closest. So we can do something with trains here as well. So we'll make this coal outpost 2. And then let me get some of these trains. Instead of going to coal outpost, we'll go to coal outpost 2. Right, and here we'll wait for full cargo, time passed, or inactivity, just like that. And actually what we need to do is we need to make sure that at least one of these ones goes to there, because this one leads to our power supply, right? So that is definitely important. Inactivity, there we go. Good. All right, so that should take at least 2 trains away from here, and that should limit the congestion a little bit. Yeah, and then we need to fix this problem right there. More steel. Well, our coal problem should be solved temporarily. I put in a new station here called coal input for smelters. It is going to go to coal outpost number 2, and it's going to pick up, well, it has 2k of coal right now, which is really nice. We are unloading it here, and then we are bringing it up here all the way through here. This is kind of ridiculous, but then we're going through where the original smelter patch was, so that we can just, yeah, use the existing infrastructure and it doesn't take too much effort. I think that's nice. I think that that's the way it should be, you know? Right, we'll upgrade this as well, because we can. That solves our problems with coal for the moment, I hope. If not, we can also just split this off, because I think we could just probably turn this into 2 regular belts. But this way, all of these 4 belts are going to last a little bit longer, right? Because once this is empty, this one continues outputting onto this belt, and that way this one belt stays full for longer. And like, look at that, that is a lot of coal. But we also have a very hungry machine, and we want coal everywhere. So my plan, or my idea, was to also maybe use our oil production, because we can turn oil products into fuel as well. But the problem, of course, is that we don't have enough crude oil coming in. So we need to fix that. And there's no way to fix that except by expanding. But we have a lot of oil patches over here. So I think it is time we start moving this wall a little bit over here. It requires a war for freedom. But yeah, I think it is worthwhile, because there's no other way to get what we need. There is no coal. The other coal that we found, well, there's some coal over here actually. That is nice. I just noticed that now. But the other one is over here. There's a little bit by the lake, but that one is not. That's not great. Yeah. So, but that's not going to happen in this episode. This one has been long enough, I think. So thank you so much for watching. Please do leave a like and a comment below if you enjoyed this content and wish to see more. I will see you guys for whatever video I do next.